with the President of Vietnam. Nguyen Xuan Phuc is a Vietnamese politician currently serving as the President of Vietnam, one of the highest-ranked officials in Vietnam, along with Nguyen Phu Trong, General Secretary of the Communist Party of Vietnam. The population in Vietnam is about 96.46 million people, and the national currency of Vietnam is Vietnam's dong. So let's go to the economy of Vietnam. The economy of Vietnam is a socialist-oriented market economy, which is the 36th largest in the world as the measure by nominal gross domestic product, and the 23rd largest in the world as measured by purchasing power parity. Vietnam is a member of Asia-Pacific Economic Cooperation, Association of Southeast Asian Nations, and the World Trade Organization. Vietnam's development over the past 30 years has been remarkable. Economic and political reform under Doi Moi, launched in 1986, has spurred rapid economic growth, transforming what was then one of the world's poorest nations into a lower middle-income country. Between 2002 and 2018, GDP per capita increased by 2.7 times, reaching over $2,700 in 2019, and more than 45 million people were lifted out of poverty. Poverty rate declined sharply from over 70% to below 6%. The vast majority of Vietnam remaining poor was 86%, which are ethnic minority. Vietnam has its sights set of becoming a developing upper middle income country with modern industry by 2030, when it celebrates the 100th anniversary of the founding of the Communist Party of Vietnam. Upper middle income economy has GNI per capita of $4,046 to $12,585. Southeast Asian economy with upper middle income status include Indonesia, Thailand, and Malaysia. By 2045, Vietnam aspires to be a high-income developed country. It will mark the 100th anniversary of the establishment of the Democratic Republic of Vietnam. So now let's go to the personal income tax in Vietnam. Up to 5 million, tax rate is the 5%. For the over 5 million up to 10 million, the tax rate is 10%. Over the 10 million up to 80 million, the tax rate is 15%, and so on.
National and domestic production are measured using GNP and GDP. What is GNP and GDP? GNP is short form for Gross National Product that measures the value of goods and services produced by only a country's citizen domestically and outside of country borders, while GDP stands for Gross Domestic Product that measures the value of goods and services produced within a country borders by citizen and non-citizen alike. Vietnam Gross National Product per capita based on World Bank data was reported at $2,590 in 2019. This record an increase from the previous number of $2,380 for 2018. The data reached an all-time high of $2,590 in 2019 and recorded low as $130 in 1990. Next, Gross Domestic Product per capita of Vietnam. GDP per capita of Vietnam for 2019 was recorded at $2,750, a 5.79% increase from 2018. However, GDP growth rate for Vietnam for 2019 was 7.02%, a 0.06% decline from 2018. From this data, we can conclude GDP per capita of Vietnam are higher than GNP per capita of Vietnam.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Aidiel Ismail bin Khir. I'm from ECO211 and my metric number is 2019417852. So today I'm going to talk about aggregate price rate of Vietnam. In 2019, the average inflation rate in Vietnam amounted 2.8% compared to the previous year. After a severe drop below 1% in 2015, Vietnam's inflation seems to have stabilized again and is expected to level off at around 4% in the next few years. Next, we go to Vietnam's economic struggles. Around 2012, Vietnam suffered the consequences of the global economic crisis and domestic economic mismanagement, which saw enterprises going bankrupt, inflation peaking at over 9%, and gross domestic product slumping for a dramatic low. Fortunately, the country recovered quickly and seems out of the red and on a stable path by year 2016. Basically, this happened because Vietnam's economy is largely ruled by services and industry, but around 16% of it is generated by agriculture, mainly rice cultivation. Almost half of the Vietnamese workforce is active in this sector. Vietnam is, in fact, one of the largest exporters of rice in the world, but also one of the main consumers. Paddy production in Vietnam has decreased a bit in the last few years, but overall, the country's economy is perceiving to improving.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Zaim bin Zainuddin from ECO211, and I would like to explain a little bit about the general idea of full employment. So what is full employment, you may ask? Full employment refers to the level of employment rate where there is no existence of cyclical or involuntary unemployment. This, however, does not mean that full employment is achieved when 100% of the labor force are employed, as there are many reasons for unemployment. For an example, some people are unemployed as they could currently be moving to a new job, or they could also be looking to find another job. Now you may be asking yourself, okay, so what is the benefits that can be gained by Vietnam if they reach full employment? Well, to answer that question, the potential benefits of full employment in an economy is that the available resources can be fully optimized efficiently, which means that more output can be produced as more resources are employed, which in turn will make the economic growth be boosted as more outputs are produced. However, that is not all there is to it. As we all know that full employment cannot be realistically achieved, this means that it is impossible for an unemployment rate to ever be able to reach 0%. This means that the economy has to face the consequences of unemployment, which are wastage of available resources and the existence of social problems. And that is all from me about the general idea of full employment and how Vietnam can benefit from it. Thank you.